That was wishful thinking. Everyone, that was every threat in the game because I fucked up the sequence with Nightmare and the Freddles. Flabber, flabber, wow. Ding, ding. Oh, god damn it. I'm dead, Freddles. Wow. Cannot believe I lived that. What? cycle. Holy shit. I could not have been more on cycle than I was. Everyone was correctly dealt with when I won. If I had won, oh my god, my heart. Hold on. Oh, fuck my heart. Oh my god, okay. Holy shit. Oh my god, oh my god. I need to breathe. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on, let me explain myself. Oh my god. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh, my heart is beating so fast. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I completely lost track of how far I was into 5 a.m. I thought I had another cycle. Or I thought I had another, you know, like, I thought there was more. Oh my god, my heart. Let it meow. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let me explain myself. I was so on the last time I made it to this point, right? When I made it to 559, I thought, or I was so off of cycle that I could have clutched my win. I would have died if the game had kept going theoretically, but I would have clutched my win had I just flashed the Freddles and dealt with Foxy, even though I would have died because I had buffered Nightmare, Fredbear, and Chica after, right? But I would have lived to 6 a.m., but theoretically, if the mode went on forever, I would have died because I was off cycle. This run, I was so on cycle that I literally, my heart was beating so fast, I was just playing. I legitimately thought there was like another 30 seconds left in the hour. Or in the minute, you know, wherever it was. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I legitimately thought there was more. And so I was like, I need to pace better. And so I was like, I'm gonna go double deal with Nightmare, then go to Chica. I had dealt with Foxy, Bonnie, and Fredbear to my knowledge. Oh my god. How do I like go through? I don't want to fuck this up. It's just, it's not going, it's bugged. It's not going to the next thing. I don't want to lose my my completion. I don't think I'm allowed to close the game and reopen it to get my completion. Back to work I go. Thank you, Mel. Nothing is making the game move. It's just bugged. It's gonna count either way. Don't worry. Oh my god. But I need like the in-game like showing of it. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close it. Oh, when I closed the game, it moved. God damn. Okay, let me reopen it. And hopefully I have the... Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go, bro. Woo! Let's fucking go, baby! Oh my god. Oh, let's go. Oh, this is big, bro. Man. Thank you, Kuro. Oh my god. I have so many thoughts. This mode's fucking awesome. I am a staunch FNAF 4 hater. I've always not liked this game. This mode is so sick. Man. Man. Yes. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This mode is so sick. I think the reason I love this mode so much is that it is so skill expressive. There aren't, and you may be wondering, well, Simon, there's no mechanics. Yes. But the reason it's so skill expressive is because it's all a decision-making game mode. It's kind of funny, and this is going to sound really derp. Just stick with me. As a former League of Legends jungler, this mode legit just reminds me of jungling. Like, you're constantly keeping a pace with your clear, and then you're making decisions and figuring out what the best decisions to do are. It's like, this is literally just macro. Like, this whole game is just macro. But the difference is that it's so high paced because there's so many threats to digest. And then sequencing, like, there is a correct way to sequence the threats in theory, right? Every threat's kill timer is different. So in theory, you should deal with threats based on where they would fall in that range. But in reality, sometimes the threats that have long kill timers, you actually need to deal with first because of the way that they interact with the game, or just based on where you are in your cycle. Sometimes you'll be like in a moment where you've dealt with all the big threats and it makes sense to do a full nightmare cycle, or it makes sense to like just chill at Mangle's door. Like, oh, this game is so cool because there's just so many different sequences that can happen, and you need to be able to deal with all of them, and none of them are like, you can't memorize it. You can memorize them, but they don't happen in the same order. So you need the ability to interchange the puzzle pieces every time. Like, you need the ability to interchange different puzzle piece answers to certain things in different orders, in different ways. And there are some that are unwinnable, right? That's why this mode has a RNG rating of 3 out of 5, if I'm not mistaken. There are some sequences in this game that you cannot win, but you can, those like things that happen that cannot win can 80% of the time be prevented with good play. So you can prevent incorrect sequences or sequences that can't be won from happening by just playing better. Now, there are some situations where Chica takes way too long or takes way too short to get to the door, and that is where a majority of your RNG deaths will come from. It's just Chica's progression is too fast or too slow, or you just get Fredbear layered in a sequence. Every door situation could theoretically be dealt with if Fredbear did not exist. Because if Fredbear buffers a longer door like sequence, you'll just lose. Because if I have to go up to Fredbear and then go back and then flash, and Bonnie's there, okay. But if Foxy's on the right, I'm dead. But if Foxy and Bonnie are there, and then Chica's on the right, it's fine. But then let's say Chica's on the right, and Foxy's on the right, that's still an unwinnable situation if Bonnie's on the left, because after holding the door on Chica, which takes a while, I also then have to flash Foxy. Even if I make it to Bonnie in time, I'll die to Freddles or Mangle progression, and then if I get Nightmare layered, the reality is, a lot of the RNG in this mode comes from the Nightmare Bears, Nightmare and Fredbear. If you ever get layered in a tight sequence, there's just not enough time to do what you need to do. Because even if theoretically, and there was a run where I have an example of this, hopefully I can show it on the screen if I bookmarked it. There was a run where I like literally did a crazy save where I barely flashed the Freddles and I kept moving through my sequence, but the problem was I was so delayed on everything else it didn't matter. What's the matter, Daddy? So even if I were to deal with everything properly, like let's say I'm in a door or I'm in a Mangle Freddle sequence with Nightmare where he buffers them both and I deal with it incorrectly. Well, the door animatronics and Fredbear and Foxy have progressed so much by the time, even if I deal with the sequence perfectly, that it doesn't even matter. So there are some RNG situations that you can't prevent, but a lot of them aren't preventable. They can only be not encountered through proactivity. With that being said, the gameplay loop is so satisfying because there is no loop, like I said before. You're just constantly reacting to things. It's so difficult to play this mode if you're not locked in because everything needs to be responded to. Every situation has a very specific, correct order of operations to be dealt with. And there'll be times where you see me like jump between the doors multiple times, and then there are times where you'll see me like weave in like crazy sequences of things that just don't make sense. But I promise you, if you understand how the threats act, it all makes sense. Wow. Oh my god. That was awesome. I'm a big fan of this. I do not like FNAF 4. I've gone on record saying it's my least favorite of the games in the mainline games. This is awesome. I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of Somniphobia Very Hard Mode.